got some tea about my school, and I can't say it on here, but if y'all want to know, contact me, because my school was lit. Like, I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to get the school in trouble, but I got some tea about that school.
My bitch bad, always looking like she pissed off. Bougie bitch like to suck it with the lip gloss. Winning team, yeah, we won before the tip off. We got all these blues, yeah, we had a strip off. Last night we pulled a 8, we had a sip off. Facing all these woods, yeah, we blew a zip off. Bitch, I'm flying in the rocket, finna lift off. If that bitch ain't got no...
Hey y'all, it's your girl Kiana Inglewood, and I'm back with another video. So today's video, I'm going to give y'all the tea about how truck driving school went, how I got funding for it, all that, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote down some notes and stuff. I got like 30 questions to answer. Y'all was just blowing up my line. How did I pay for school? How was school? How long was it? All that. So I got y'all. So anyways, I want everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? It's the cutest girl, Kiana Inglewood. And then, yeah, period. So let's get to the video. So, was the school good? For me, yes, the school was good. It was good. They taught me well. Before I went to school, I already knew a lot. Like, I knew A, B, and C because before I got into truck driving class, I was already not practicing, but I was already watching YouTube videos of truck driving. So, my school was pretty good for me. How long was school? My school was a month long. 160 stands for 160 hours, so you're there for 160 hours, including the in-class work. And how it was a week we're in school. Well, you're in school for 160 hours, and we're in class doing schoolwork for a week, and then after that week we take our permit test or whatever, and then for the rest of the time and remainder we're out in the field. So who paid for my school? This is a good question. I went through Workforce. They paid for my school, and they paid for my school like that. Like, the time frame was 2 weeks when they said, yeah, Kiana, we got you accepted, all that. And I was like, okay, cool. Do they pay schooling for other states? I looked it up. Yes. Workforce is in other states. It's in New York, Atlanta, Oklahoma City. It's in every state. I looked it up for y'all. So go look up Workforce because they're going to get you hooked up, all that. The process of the Workforce, I signed up and stuff. And yeah, I signed up. I had like a person that was over me, trying to get me into schools for my funding, trying to get me funded or whatever. And then I got the funding in a week, and then the other week they was getting me lined up for me to actually go inside of class. And that's how the process of Workforce was. So my process of school. So I'm gonna break it down to y'all. So my process of school. So the first week we was in class on like a virtual learning class, and we was learning everything about truck driving school or whatever. And like not the pre-trip, like the permit test. We was just learning all of that in a week so we can go to the DMV to test. And that was the first week. The second week, we was outside in the field learning our pre-trip and all of that. They try to cram like everything together in one day. Like the first 2 days of the second week, we was already outside in the trucks driving for the on the road part. So yeah, how school really went was like whenever we got there, we were just out there in the field to do our own thing. Not everybody has their own truck, but it was 5 trucks out there. It was like 3 automatics and 2 manuals. And the people that did automatics, they was at the automatic truck. The people that did the manual, they was in the manual truck. And really, we're just out there doing our own thing, practicing our pre-trip for the first part of school, which was before lunch. After lunch, it depends. We're either working on maneuvers or we're working on, or we're outside, or we're on the road doing our road part. So that's really how it went. The third week of school, we're doing still the same thing, you know, getting ready for our test. And then the fourth week of school, depending on how many hours you have, you practice and then you actually go and take your test. So things that helped me in school, as in studying, first off, the first week of school, I brought my own notebook and I also brought note cards. So what I did is I grabbed my teacher and I was just like, hey, can I record you doing your pre-trip? So I recorded my instructor and she did the whole entire pre-trip. So what I did after that when I went home is that in my notebook, I broke it down in my own words on the components of the truck and my pre-trip. And then also I had note cards. I wrote down like on the front of the side of my note card what the component was. So say it was tires. And then on the back of it, I put the definition of tires. And that's how I did it whenever it came to studying. And also when I went home, my goal was to study for 5 hours. So say like the first week I studied, the first 2 days I was studying part A. So I'll study that for 5 hours in my notebook, you know, reading it over and over again. And also, when I recorded my pre-trip, depending on what type of a TV I have an LG. So I'm able to AirPlay my video on the TV. And what I would do is I'll go up to the TV, I'll point at whatever I'm talking about with my truck, and I will, you know, perform my pre-trip. Because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I was singing in my head versus me actually wording it out, you know, I was kind of stumbling on my words. And I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do when I'm in front of the examiner. So I'll go up to my TV, have the video playing, and I'll say, my coolant is properly mounted, secured, it's not been cracked or broken. You know, I'll say the whole thing. I had apps that helped me. CDL Test Prep, that's the app that I was doing. And also, it's this app that my mama's boyfriend sent my mama sent it to me. That had everything. And also when it came to my notes, I went to my teacher and I was like, hey, is this okay for me to say it for my pre-trip? And they was like, yeah, it's okay. So my notes was really good. They was repetitive. So depending on the examiner you had, when I had my examiner, she wanted me to say different wording. She didn't want me to sound like a robot. So I would say whenever you do your pre-trip and you're writing down your own words, mix up your words, because, you know, they're going to still pass you because you're saying the right things. But depending on what type of examiner you have, you know, do that or whatever. So, yeah, my notes was pretty good. I had everybody copying off my notes and stuff. And yeah, my notes was really good. So, another thing, the NCAB and my coupling. So when it came to my NCAB, you know, our school gave us notes to say and repeat for our test. So what I did, what helped me, because how the paper was set up, it would be like, so instructions, say this. And then it will say it in second person. Like, it won't be like I will say. It will like you will say, okay, my seatbelt is properly mounted, secured. That, I ain't gonna lie, that stuff was confusing me. So what I would do is I'll look at the pre-trip for the NCAB, and I also would record my instructor doing the NCAB. And when it came to my notes, I would say everything in first person. So in my notes, I'll have everything in order. My seatbelt is properly mounted, secured, it buckles, and it unbuckles. I'll say everything in first person, you know, because whenever you're looking from the paper, you're reading the directions and also you're reading what you should say. That kind of messed me up and got me confused. Also record myself doing the NCAB so I can repeat myself and over again. Whenever I'm in my car, you know, I'll talk about my NCAB or whatever. I'll talk about my seatbelt, my mirrors, my windshield. You know, I would do that and I would say everything in first person. So when it came to my notes, everything's in first person. I would say I, my, what I would do next. That's what I did. So if y'all need my notes for your NCAB, I think NCAB is the same in every state. Let me know, comment down below. I'll send you my notes. When it comes to those permit tests, I had every answer that was on that permit test. If you need those, let me know. Yeah. So how my maneuvers went the first day of school, we're studying and also we're in the truck. We did straight backs. Straight backs is really easy. All you do is not touch that wheel because if you touch that wheel a little bit, your trailer is going to go the other way. So whenever you master that in school, they take it off of the board. And this is also how schooling was. Every maneuver, everything you have to do at school, they have it on the board. So A section, B section, C section, D section, coupling, and cab, and then your maneuvers. Your goal is to get everything off that board so you can hurry up and test, so they know that you're proficient to test. So after you do your straight backs, we learning our offsets. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a week to get them offsets. Them offsets was hard for me, low key. But whenever you got the feel for it and your angle's right, it was easy peasy. And then after that, we did, whenever you graduate from offsets, you do parallel parking. If you kind of don't know, comprehend, you gonna get it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, one thing about me, if you know, then you know. Like, my girls know me. If you don't, you got this. The maneuvers, I ain't gonna lie. When it came to that 90, that mother freaker was hard. Like, at our school, we'll learn angles when we're doing our offsets and also our parallel parking. We're looking at an angle in our landing gear. 90 is off of feel. Like, you're gonna be using your 90 in real life. Like, you're gonna be feeling how to get your truck in the cones or whatever. So also, do I recommend my school? Yes, I recommend my school, but there is some pros and cons with 160. I'm not gonna say it on here, but if you want to know, text me, inbox me. Yeah. So yeah. Also, when it comes to your school, what helped me also is I teamed up with people. I teamed up with people that knew what the freak they was talking about. And I'll go grab a person like, hey, record me on my pre-trip, grade me on my pre-trip, see how the words flow out of my mouth, if I'm, missing anything with my pre-trip, whatever. So I'll have a buddy, we'll do the pre-trip together, and I'll pick from his brain, he'll pick from my brain. And yeah, I do recommend finding a friend in school because that's going to help. Okay, so here's some good information that I wish I knew before truck driving school. So some backstory, I wanted to start truck driving school. I wanted to be a truck driver when I first turned 18. I'm glad I didn't do that because I'm not gonna lie, how it is for me to find a job that will hire me because I'm not 21 yet. I turned 21 in October. But it's hard to find a job that's going to accept you in Oklahoma because you're not 21. So I do recommend for people to get their CDL when they're almost 21. Your CDL, I believe, is good for a year. So if you're 20, finna be 21, do that. Anything after 21, that's good. There are some schools that hire you off the spot. I believe Swift does, Melton, and this is other school. Whatever. I found some good local jobs that was about to hire me, but they can't because they found out I was 21. Okay. Here's another good question. Does our school help us find a job whenever we graduate? 160 did not for me. I went to the office. I was like, hey, is there any schools that will take me because I'm under 21? And then they were just like, you're going to have to look around on Indeed, this and that. I think other schools, I think they do help you. So yeah, I had instructors that used to work at other jobs because my plan is to do flatbed. So your girls want to do flatbed. That's my plan to do flatbed. So I am going to go to Milton. And if I don't do flatbed, I'm going to do team driving because I want to stack that money up so I can hurry up and get my truck in a year or a year and a half because I ain't finna play. Okay, so y'all, what I plan on doing whenever I turn 21 is flatbed. I'm gonna do flatbed. I think my pretty self can do flatbed. Yeah. If I don't do flatbed, I want to do team driving. I plan on getting my tankers and hazmats later on. Like, it's gonna be done before I'm 21. And also, I plan on going back to school for my manual because I don't want to have no restrictions except for diabetes on on my license. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Okay, and also y'all, the trucking company that I'm going to go to is either TMC or I'm gonna do Melton. Melton got better turp pay than TMC, but let me know which one I should do, because I don't know which one I should do. I heard it's hard to get into TMC, and I heard some bad things about TMC, and I heard some good things about TMC. I heard nothing but good things from Melton, you know what I'm saying? But whatever pay is good. I don't care about coming home, because, you know, a girl trying to foot to the road, I really don't care about coming home. Cause I'm trying to really stack this money up for a year and a half or a year. So yeah, drop down below which one is better. Yeah, if I'm missing anything y'all want me to talk about, just let me know, and I'm gonna answer the stuff in the comments. I'm gonna tell my experience, and I'm gonna give y'all some tea about my school, about 160. I can't say it on here, but yeah, I got some tea about my school, and I can't say it on here. But if y'all want to know, contact me, because my school was lit. Like, I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to get the school in trouble, but I got some tea about that school. Let me shut up. But anyways, y'all, if I'm missing anything, drop down in the comments below. You feel me? Like I just said. Yeah, let me know what other truck driving videos y'all want to see whenever I turn 21. Whenever I get this concrete mixer job, I'm gonna start recording about the day in life of a concrete mixer. Follow me on all social medias. On Facebook, it's Kiana Inglewood. On Snapchat, I think it's Blue Faces Only, or Only Blue Faces, and that's the same thing for my TikTok and Inglewood. Okay. Also, if you want help for your pre-trip, if you want help for helping to get you into school for funding, I can help you with that process. Just contact me or whatever. Yeah, if y'all want to see my notes to help y'all, I can send y'all my notes, all that. I'm here to help everybody, you know, all that. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in and subscribing. I got like a lot of subscribers ever since I posted that first video. And I just want to say thank y'all, because yeah, like, thank y'all. But yeah, it's Kiana Inglewood, you know, the cutest girly, and I'm out. Everybody, like, comment, subscribe, you feel me? Let me know what I should call y'all, some Inglewood babies. I'm sorry. Let me know what I should say or call my subscribers, because I love y'all, and I'm so thankful that y'all subscribing to me. And yeah, bye.
Hey, my little bitch, I pick you up and we go shopping. Got her way in Boston and she say that she from Stockton. She know I'm that nigga, she know I'ma keep it poppin'. Yeah.